Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today to remind you of a profound truth. Step takers are money makers. We live in a world where ideas are like seeds waiting to be planted, and it is not the thoughts themselves, but the steps you take to manifest them that create your reality. The universe operates on the law of attraction, and it responds to the energy and actions that you put forth. Each and every one of us has the ability to tap into the boundless potential of this world. But it is not enough to sit idle and wait for the world to unfold around you. No, you must step into your greatness. Take the steps that align with your vision, even if they seem small or uncertain. These steps are the bridge between the dreamer and the achiever. The law of manifestation is not about waiting for opportunity to knock. It's about building the door and stepping through it with unwavering belief. When you make the decision to act, the universe must align itself with your intentions. But remember, the most crucial part of this process is that you must move. You must step forward. Money, success, and abundance are the natural byproducts of taking action. It's not the accumulation of wealth that makes you a creator. It's the understanding that your actions are guided by the thoughts you hold. And your success is assured when those thoughts are followed by deliberate, inspired action. The world is full of opportunities, but those opportunities only become real when you take the steps that transform dreams into tangible results. So I ask you today, what steps are you willing to take to claim your wealth, your success, your future? Belief in action is the cornerstone of all success. It is one thing to have a dream, a vision, or a goal, but it is an entirely different matter to put that belief into motion. Without action, belief is nothing more than a thought, an unmanifested potential. The key to unlocking your dreams lies in the physical manifestation of your belief through the steps you take. You must move beyond just thinking that something is possible and translate that belief into tangible steps. Only when your belief is expressed through action does it have the power to shape your reality. At the heart of every successful person's journey is this simple truth. Their belief in themselves and their vision compelled them to take the necessary actions. They didn't wait for the perfect conditions or the ideal circumstances. They believed in the possibility, and from that belief came the courage to act. Every step taken, no matter how small, is a testament to the unwavering belief in what could be. The belief in action doesn't wait for permission. It doesn't sit back and wait for external validation. It moves forward with determination, knowing that the universe responds to movement and not to stagnation. When you take action, you are telling the universe, I am ready, I am prepared, I trust that what I am doing is leading me closer to my goal. It's not enough to simply wish for something. Wishing does not create change. But when you step into action with belief, the world around you begins to respond. Opportunities that seemed unavailable begin to appear, challenges transform into stepping stones, and the path forward becomes clearer with each deliberate action. It is through this movement that belief gains strength and momentum, becoming the driving force that carries you forward. Belief in action is also a declaration of self-worth. You are not waiting for someone else to approve your goals or dreams. By taking steps, you are saying to yourself, I am worthy of this success. I am worthy of achieving my goals. This is an act of self-love and confidence. When you truly believe in your potential, your actions become a reflection of that belief. The more you move in alignment with your goals, the stronger your faith becomes. It builds upon itself, and before long, the belief you once had in a distant dream becomes a daily reality, because you are no longer just dreaming, you are living your belief. The beauty of belief in action is that it requires no external validation to begin. It doesn't matter if the world understands your vision, or if anyone else believes in it. What matters is that you believe in it enough to take the first step. That belief, when acted upon, carries an undeniable power. It's not the external circumstances that create your success. It is the internal belief you hold and the willingness to turn that belief into a reality through your actions. Every step you take in faith sends a message to the universe. You are creating the life you desire, and the universe in turn will meet you with the support, resources, and opportunities you need to continue on your path. Clarity and vision is the foundation upon which all success is built. A clear vision is not just a wish or a vague idea of what you want to achieve. It is a precise, detailed picture of where you are headed. Without clarity, your efforts are scattered and your energy is dissipated, leading to frustration and confusion. But when you have a clear vision, it acts as your guiding star, helping you stay on course and making each step you take more meaningful. A well-defined vision gives you the focus and direction needed to align your actions with your goals, ensuring that every effort you make is a step closer to your desired outcome. Having clarity in your vision means understanding not only what you want, but also why you want it. It's about connecting to the deeper purpose behind your goal. When you are clear on the reason behind your vision, your passion and commitment will naturally follow. It's easy to lose motivation when your vision is vague or unclear, because the why is not strong enough to sustain you through the challenges that will inevitably arise. But when you know exactly why you are striving for something, it fuels your determination and helps you stay focused even when obstacles appear. Your vision becomes not just an idea, but a driving force behind your every action. Clarity in vision also allows you to make decisions with confidence. When you are clear about your goals, the choices you face become easier to navigate. You no longer feel overwhelmed by the multitude of options that life presents. Instead, you are able to discern which paths align with your vision and which ones lead you away from it. This clarity acts as a filter, helping you focus your energy on what truly matters while eliminating distractions and unnecessary detours. Each decision becomes a conscious step toward the realization of your dreams, and you begin to see opportunities that you might have otherwise overlooked. Moreover, a clear vision provides the mental and emotional clarity needed to overcome doubt and fear. There will always be moments when uncertainty creeps in and self-doubt threatens to take over. However, when your vision is crystal clear, it becomes a source of strength. It reminds you of your purpose and gives you the courage to push forward despite challenges. The more clearly you can see your end result, the more likely you are to stay the course. A clear vision empowers you to trust in the process, knowing that the path you are on is leading you toward exactly what you desire. Finally, clarity in vision allows you to set precise and achievable goals. Without a clear vision, your goals may feel aimless or disconnected. But with a strong and defined vision, you can break your long-term aspirations into actionable steps. Each step becomes purposeful, and you can measure your progress more effectively. Clarity not only helps you see where you want to go, but also how to get there. By clearly defining your vision, you unlock the power to create a roadmap for your life. And with each step you take, you draw closer to making that vision a reality. Consistency is the silent force behind every achievement. It is easy to get excited about a goal at the start, feeling motivated and eager to see quick results. However, motivation alone is not enough to bring lasting success. What truly breeds results is the unwavering consistency with which you pursue your goals, day after day, week after week, month after month. It's in the small, repetitive actions done diligently over time that the foundation for greatness is built. Without consistency, even the most powerful vision remains unrealized, like a seed that is planted but never watered. When you commit to consistency, you are making a promise to yourself. It is the act of showing up even when it feels like progress is slow or invisible The difference between success and failure often comes down to one simple factor: the willingness to keep going, regardless of immediate results. The world may not immediately reward your efforts, but each step you take builds the momentum that will ultimately carry you to your desired destination. Whether it's waking up early to work on your dreams, dedicating time to your craft, or making small improvements every day, consistency ensures that you are always moving forward. Consistency not only creates momentum, but also allows for growth and refinement. The more you practice your skills, the better you become. Just as a muscle grows stronger through repeated use, your abilities and talents expand through consistent effort. Every task you repeat brings with it an opportunity for improvement. You begin to sharpen your skills, learn from your mistakes, and make adjustments along the way. Over time, the small steps you've taken compound, and you find yourself much further along than when you first began, simply because you stayed committed to the process. Moreover, consistency fosters discipline. In a world full of distractions, maintaining focus on your goals requires a high level of discipline. Consistency forces you to develop habits that align with your vision, making it easier to stay on track even when life presents challenges. When you are disciplined, you are no longer dependent on fleeting moments of inspiration or external motivation to fuel your progress. You are motivated by the results you know will come as a result of your consistent effort. This discipline becomes a part of who you are, shaping not only your actions, but your mindset as well. One of the most powerful things about consistency is that it compounds over time. In the beginning, the progress may seem minimal. You may question whether your efforts are truly making a difference. But rest assured, the true power of consistency lies in its compound effect. Just as small drops of water over time can carve through solid stone, your consistent actions accumulate and create profound change. The results may not always be immediately visible, but they are always happening in the background. And one day you will look back and see how far you've come, how much growth you've achieved, not from sudden bursts of effort, but from the steady, relentless pursuit of your goals. Momentum is one of the most powerful forces in the pursuit of success. It is the engine that propels you forward once you've set things in motion. Like a ball rolling down a hill, the more you take action, the more your efforts build upon each other, creating an unstoppable force. The beginning of any journey is often the most difficult part, but once you take that first step and build momentum, everything begins to flow with greater ease. Momentum doesn't just happen by chance. It is cultivated through continuous, consistent action. The key is understanding that once you get started, the force of your own actions can carry you much farther than you initially believed possible. At the outset of any new goal or venture, you may feel overwhelmed by the sheer size of the task ahead. The first step often feels the hardest, and it's easy to become discouraged when the results are not immediately apparent. But momentum requires you to push past this initial hesitation. The first few steps may feel slow and heavy, but once you begin, you are laying the groundwork for something much greater. Each effort, no matter how small, contributes to the momentum that will eventually lead to significant progress. It is important to remember that momentum builds gradually, and that early steps are critical to gaining traction. Once momentum is in place, everything becomes easier. The more you work toward your goal, the more ideas, opportunities, and connections will come to you. Momentum creates a feedback loop where the actions you take lead to more actions, which in turn create more results. This positive cycle propels you forward with increasing speed and efficiency. The key is to stay consistent and keep movement, because even a small movement in the right direction can generate momentum. The challenge is not starting, but rather maintaining that movement. Once the wheel starts turning, it becomes much easier to keep it rolling. Momentum also helps to overcome the natural resistance that we all face. In the early stages of any project, it is normal to encounter resistance, whether it's fear, doubt, or external obstacles. But momentum provides a kind of buffer against this resistance. When you have already taken action, when you've already started to move, it becomes much harder to stop. It's the difference between sitting still, where inertia holds you in place, and already being in motion, where you're moving too fast to be easily derailed. When you build momentum, resistance begins to lose its power, because you have created a force that can't be easily stopped. One of the most powerful aspects of momentum is that it builds upon itself. The more you take action, the more confident you become, which fuels even more action. Momentum gives you a sense of progress, which motivates you to continue. It's the feeling that you're on the right track and that each step you take brings you closer to your goal. The longer you sustain momentum, the easier it becomes to stay on course. It is not about taking giant leaps. It is about taking one small, purposeful step after another. Over time, those small steps add up, and momentum propels you toward your ultimate destination. The power of momentum lies in its ability to transform a small, consistent effort into a force that is capable of overcoming obstacles and achieving great things. Once you understand that momentum is key, you begin to realize that the path to success is not about sudden, dramatic changes, but about consistent, persistent action. As long as you keep moving forward, no matter how slowly, you are building momentum, and that momentum will carry you farther than you ever imagined. Trusting in the process is one of the most vital, yet often challenging aspects of any journey toward success. In our fast-paced world, we are conditioned to want immediate results, quick fixes, and rapid success. But true transformation and lasting achievement require time, patience, and a deep trust that every step you take is leading you toward the right destination. The process, though sometimes slow and filled with uncertainty, is the means through which your desires and intentions come to fruition. Trusting in this process is not about blind faith. It's about understanding that the path you're on is guiding you, even when the end result is not yet visible. When you trust the process, you relinquish the need for control over every aspect of your journey. This does not mean that you stop taking action or abandon your goals, but rather it means that you accept the natural ebb and flow of the journey. There will be ups and downs, moments of doubt and unforeseen challenges. But trust allows you to stay the course, even when things seem uncertain. Trusting the process means having faith that the steps you are taking are not in vain, even when the rewards are not immediate. It's about believing that every experience, every success, every setback is part of the learning and growth that is necessary for your ultimate success. One of the greatest gifts of trusting in the process is the peace it brings. When you trust, you release the anxiety of needing everything to happen now. You stop worrying about what you cannot control and instead focus on what you can, the actions you take and the mindset you cultivate. Trust allows you to flow with the rhythm of life, understanding that delays or detours are not signs of failure, but rather opportunities for refinement and growth. Every step you take, no matter how insignificant it may seem, is a step in the right direction, and the universe is aligning itself with your purpose even when it appears to be moving slowly. Trusting in the process also means embracing the unknown. There will be moments where the next step isn't clear, and you may feel as though you're walking through fog, unsure of what's ahead. But trust teaches you that this uncertainty is a natural part of the journey. Sometimes the greatest discoveries and breakthroughs come when you surrender to the unknown, allowing things to unfold as they will. It's important to remember that you don't always need to know every detail of the process. Instead, focus on the next step in front of you, knowing that the path will reveal itself as you continue forward. Each action you take creates a ripple effect that will eventually lead you to your desired outcome. Ultimately, trusting in the process requires you to believe in yourself and your abilities. It's a recognition that you have the strength and resilience to handle whatever comes your way. Even when progress feels slow or invisible, you must trust that your efforts are adding up, leading you to something greater. Trusting the process is a continual exercise in patience and faith. Believing that your dreams are worth the wait and that the journey itself is just as valuable as the destination. By trusting, you are acknowledging that success is not an overnight event, but the result of consistent, dedicated effort over time, combined with an unwavering belief in the path you've chosen. Fear is one of the most insidious obstacles standing between you and the success you desire. It is a natural part of the human experience, but if left unchecked, it can paralyze you, holding you back from taking the very actions that will propel you toward your dreams. Fear feeds on uncertainty and doubt, making you question your abilities, your worth, and your potential. Yet the truth is that fear is not the real enemy. It's the way you allow fear to control you that stops progress. When you learn to face fear head-on, you transform it from a barrier into a catalyst for growth. The first thing to understand about fear is that it is an emotion, not a fact. It often arises when you are stepping into the unknown, when you are about to make a change, or when you are about to take a leap towards something greater. But fear is not an accurate reflection of reality. It is simply your mind's reaction to the unfamiliar. What you fear today is not necessarily what will occur in the future. In fact, most of the things we fear are imagined scenarios that never come to pass. By recognizing this, you can begin to see fear for what it truly is, an illusion that holds you back from reaching your fullest potential. Fear thrives on inaction. The more you avoid the things that scare you, the more power fear has over you. It creates a vicious cycle, convincing you that you are not ready, not good enough, or not capable of handling what lies ahead. But progress cannot happen in the safety of your comfort zone. The only way to move forward is to take action, even if that action feels uncomfortable at first. When you make the decision to act in spite of fear, you break its hold on you. Each time you confront fear with a bold, decisive step, you diminish its power and expand your capacity for growth. Over time, you begin to realize that fear was never as daunting as it appeared. It was merely a signal that you were about to step into new territory and grow. In many ways, fear is a form of resistance. It resists change, growth, and progress because it thrives on the familiar. Fear wants you to stay where you are, even if where you are is not where you want to be. But in order to grow, you must challenge fear and move through it. Every time you push past fear, you stretch your comfort zone and prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you realized. Fear may never completely disappear, but as you take consistent action and face your fears repeatedly, you will start to see that fear has less and less influence over you. You'll begin to realize that fear's only true power is in your willingness to avoid it. It's also important to understand that fear often masquerades as a protective mechanism, trying to shield you from potential failure or pain, but in doing so, it also shields you from success and fulfillment. It's vital to recognize that failure is not something to be feared. It is a natural part of the process and an essential ingredient in growth. Every successful person has failed at some point, but they did not let those failures stop them. Instead, they embraced them as learning opportunities, knowing that each failure brought them one step closer to success. Fear keeps you from experiencing the lessons that come from failure, but when you choose to act despite fear, you open yourself up to the invaluable lessons that only failure can provide. Lastly, fear is often linked to self-doubt. It tells you that you are not good enough, that you don't have the skills, the knowledge, or the experience to succeed. But these are not truths. They are stories you tell yourself, often based on past experiences or limiting beliefs. When you challenge fear, you challenge those beliefs. By stepping forward, even when you're unsure, you demonstrate to yourself that you are capable of overcoming your doubts and fears. The more you take action despite fear, the more confidence you build. Confidence is the antidote to fear, and the more you trust in your abilities, the less power fear will have over you. By realizing that fear is simply a signal for growth and embracing the discomfort that comes with progress, you unlock the true potential within yourself. The power of small steps is often underestimated in the pursuit of greatness. Many people get caught up in the idea of making dramatic changes or achieving immediate massive results. The truth, however, is that progress is made through consistent incremental actions. It is the small steps, the seemingly insignificant choices and efforts that compound over time to create monumental results. Just as a small stream can eventually carve through a mountain, your consistent, small steps can lead you to extraordinary success. The key is understanding that these small steps are not trivial. They are the building blocks of your future. Small steps allow you to create momentum without feeling overwhelmed. When you look at a big goal or dream, it can often feel like an insurmountable task. The sheer size of the objective can create feelings of anxiety, fear, and doubt. But when you break that goal down into manageable, bite-sized actions, the process becomes much less daunting. By focusing on one small step at a time, you can make progress without getting overwhelmed by the bigger picture. Each small step you take brings you closer to your goal, and before long you realize how much distance you've covered, all because of your commitment to steady, consistent movement. One of the most powerful aspects of small steps is their ability to build confidence. When you take small, actionable steps toward your goal, you prove to yourself that you are capable of making progress, no matter how small it may seem. Each step you take reinforces the belief that you are moving in the right direction and that your efforts are worth it. This sense of accomplishment, even from small victories, motivates you to keep going. With each small success, you gain more confidence and clarity, making it easier to continue pushing forward. Eventually, those small steps accumulate and transform into significant achievements. Small steps also reduce the risk of burnout. The journey towards success can be long, and the temptation to rush or push yourself too hard can be strong. However, when you focus on small, manageable actions, you avoid the trap of exhaustion. You allow yourself the time and space to grow, and you build sustainable habits that support your long-term success. Small steps help you maintain a steady pace, reducing the pressure to perform at an unsustainable level. Over time, this balanced approach allows you to continue moving forward without draining your energy or enthusiasm. Gratitude for movement is a transformative practice that holds immense power in the journey towards success. It is easy to become focused solely on the destination, on the final outcome, and to overlook the significance of each step you take along the way. However, when you cultivate a sense of gratitude for the simple act of movement, you align yourself with the flow of progress. Gratitude shifts your mindset from a place of lack or impatience to a place of abundance, helping you appreciate every little action and moment in the process. By embracing gratitude for movement, you not only honor the work you're putting in, but also amplify the energy and momentum required to reach your goals. When you express gratitude for the movement itself, you begin to appreciate the journey as much as the destination. Every step forward, no matter how small, becomes an opportunity for growth and learning. It allows you to savor the present moment and recognize that progress is not just about reaching the end, but about the person you are becoming along the way. Gratitude for movement encourages you to celebrate the small victories, the lessons learned, and the perseverance that keeps you going, even when the end result is not yet in sight. By focusing on the progress you are making, rather than the gap between where you are and where you want to be, you unlock a deeper sense of fulfillment and motivation. Gratitude also deepens your sense of purpose. When you are thankful for every step you take, you become more aware of the purpose behind each action. It's easy to get bogged down by the challenges, the obstacles, or the setbacks, but when you approach your journey with gratitude, you see each challenge as a part of your growth process. You start to recognize that movement, whether forward or backward, serves to teach you valuable lessons and refine your character. The act of moving toward your goal, no matter how difficult or uncertain it may seem, becomes an expression of your commitment to your vision, your growth, and your potential. Gratitude helps you reconnect with your why and gives you the strength to keep moving even in the face of adversity. Furthermore, gratitude for movement fosters resilience. Every time you acknowledge the progress you are making, you build mental and emotional strength. Even when the road is tough, gratitude allows you to maintain a positive outlook, which increases your ability to push through challenges. Rather than viewing obstacles as insurmountable barriers, you begin to see them as stepping stones on your path. With each challenge, you grow stronger, more resourceful, and more determined to keep moving forward. Gratitude provides the mental fuel to keep going, even when the destination seems far away. It reminds you that the mere act of moving toward your goal is in itself an achievement. Additionally, expressing gratitude for movement creates a ripple effect that amplifies your result. The energy of gratitude is magnetic, attracting more of the things you are grateful for into your life. When you appreciate the process, when you are thankful for each step and every bit of progress, you create a vibration of abundance that draws in opportunities, resources, and people that support your journey. Gratitude helps you stay aligned with the positive energy necessary for success. It reinforces the belief that you are worthy of success and that success is already on its way because you are actively creating the conditions for it. In conclusion, the path to success is not always linear, and it is rarely instant. However, by understanding and embracing the power of each step, no matter how small, you open the door to limitless possibility. Remember, it's not about taking giant leaps, but about taking consistent, meaningful action that will build momentum and ultimately lead you to your goals. Trust in the process, face your fears, and recognize that progress is made in the small, often unseen movements. Gratitude for each step and each moment of progress will keep you connected to your purpose and fuel your journey forward. You are not defined by where you start, but by your ability to keep moving no matter how slow or uncertain the path may seem. The key to unlocking your success lies in the steps you take today. So step forward with confidence, with gratitude, and with the unwavering belief that every movement, every decision, and every action is shaping the future you are destined to create. Keep moving, keep believing, and trust that step by step you are making progress toward becoming the person you are meant to be.